Hey everyone, this is the return of the Fossa here. If you remember last year in 2023 I did my total drama ranking video. So I thought why not I decided to tell you guys why I have total drama ranking that way. I'm only talking about 10 shows only. Even though I did have Camp TV at 11 as my least favorite one. But I won't talk about that one. So yeah, let me talk about 10 shows. Why I have them ranked that way. And remember everyone, this is my opinion and I love all 10 shows since it is my favorite show after all. Let's get started. First I have New Island at 10. So as show, it's my least favorite total drama show. The main thing I don't like about New Island is Chris's voice. Oh my god. His voice is not that great. I hated his new voice. Christian Potenza was much better Chris's voice actor. Since he's funniest, they should have used Christian Potenza voice. Just like in that one video on YouTube by Sloud1216. But yeah, other than that, it's still great show. I love new Eliminated Marshmello music, it's awesome. Not as good as original Eliminated Marshmello music, but it's still great new Eliminated Marshmello music. I think my favorite storyline would be Chase and Emma's romantic hating on each other trying to get back together storyline. It's my favorite storyline because it's so much fun to watch. Emma was so angry at her ex-boyfriend Chase for being bullied to her on his prank video. Since that's why she broke up with him in first place. Chase doesn't care about her feelings. All he cares about is being YouTuber cooling guy. One of the funniest moment was when in the wood pull on water of sea episode. Chase jumps off and says I love you. And went to pizza and eat it. Emma thought Chase meant he loves her. And I love their emotional goodbyes before Chase getting eliminated. I also find Priya a great character to watch. She's one of my favorites. It's shame how this show only has one ending. I wish there was another ending so it'd be like 2 endings just like in the first 7 seasons. Let me move on to next one. I have New Island 2 at 9. Nothing changed because of Chris's voice not great. I won't repeat it again. Anyways. Now if you're wondering why do I have New Island 2 over New Island? Well, the main reason was because I love Julia and MK's friendship like they are close best friends. In fact it looks like they lesbians. You can tell by Julia's personality. It's funny how they went from hating each other from Island to them being so close best friends in New Island 2. I hope in New Island 3 they become girlfriends and have their first kiss. They have amazing moments in this show. There's other things I love too. Like I love Owen's return in one episode. That's great to see him return and this his drama scene was hilarious kicking Zion Lake. And Lonely and Alone song with Wayne's sad montage was funny. And crossing the trap stores to fall in bath pool with sharks was cool if you get answers wrong. That's cool. Was disappointed with finale. They never bothered doing 2 cast members left. And having final cast member to be eliminated. It would be so much better to have 2 cast members left. So now what? Oh. I wish there was 3 endings. Even though there's only 1 ending. But yeah, still great show. And I'm not sure if they make New Island 3. Would see what happens. Moving on. I have The Ridonkulous Race at 8. The reason I have this show over the new ones was because well, I enjoyed this show more than new ones. I love how it's nice and different than the first 6 seasons and new ones with different game show. That's great. In my opinion Don is great host. He's not as good as Chris since Chris will always be better host but Don is still great host. My 2 favorite teams would be Sisters and Best Friends. I love Sisters because I love how Kitty has Lindsay's voice. That's awesome. That's why she's my favorite The Ridonkulous Race cast member. And her sister Emma is great girlfriend for Noah. I only like Noah in this show. He was okay in other shows. But he was very good in this show. I love Best Friends because of Carrie. She's so cute. And when she had crushed on her best friend Devin. I think it's very nice storyline. And I wish Best Friends was not eliminated and I would love to see them in finale. Same that goes to Sisters since I also wish they in finale too. Oh well. It's still great show. And Owen and Jeff were both awesome in this show like always. Let's go to the next one. I have Pakatu Island at 7. The only reason I have Pakatu Island over the Ridonkulous Race was because I love Chris so much better than Dawn. And plus I prefer original game show at Camping. I love their new island named Pakatu Island. Since Camp Wawanakwa did Sunken All-Stars. Even though it makes no sense how Camp Wawanakwa came back in new ones. They should just use Pakatu Island instead. Oh well. It still has great moments like Amy and Sammy hating each other moments. And Ella's song in her Eliminated was funny, and Jasmine's funny confessional with Kat attacking her. And Sugar doing rap song. She's eliminated because of that. She deserves to be eliminated for being bitchin' show. I was rooting for Jasmine to win this show. But no. She's eliminated. Oh well. She's my favorite Pakatu Island cast member. And I'm from Australia too, like Jasmine is. I love her voice. In my opinion, I think Sky is good character. She's interesting in this show. Zombies was so cool, and drinking out of date. So gross. I love that show way more than 200 spoofs, aka Gavin Among Us 1K spoofs did. Since he thinks it's alright. I have Total Drama Rama at 6. I know I'm going to get a lot hate for this. I know most of you people hated this show. And I can understand why it's hated. I really love this show. It's awesome show that I have so much fun watching. Sorry everyone, but it's way better show than Pakatu Island and the Ridonkulous Race and new ones. Some of kids are cute. Examples: my favorite character is Gwen. I love her so much, especially how cute she was. I love how it's nice and different of personality than original Gwen. I love everything about her. Especially my favorite episode about Gwen's poodle toy. I love that episode a lot. Lashana was very cute too and funny at same time. Bridget is so cute too. She's just like original Bridget, where she's nice and caring person. I really love her moments with Gwen and Tiger Tail Ice Cream vs Chocolate Ice Cream Quiet Game episode, where Bridget sits next to Gwen on her egg chair and telling her she can come over to her house and have play date. And I love how Bridget is on Gwen's team, especially her in Frog Couch saying don't tell anyone, but she's rooting for Gwen. And I love how she said go Gwen, you can do it. That's funny. And I love Courtney in this one. She's cute too. And I love how Courtney was nice one and she's still bossy. But they made her great, nice and caring person like an island. That's great. Izzy was again cute and so funny. Just like original Izzy. And I had to say there's too many funny moments for her. That's great. Like in Simon Says episode, where she does anything she does for Simon Says. And she is funny in Gwen's poodle toy episode too. Owen and Duncan and Cody were great ones in this show. I love Chef in this show. I think he's still awesome. He always be my second favorite character, only behind Gwen. I was sad how this was Christian Potenza last time voicing Chris. Since he's only in 2 episodes. So after that there's no more. But yeah, I would love to see other characters as kids. Like Zoe and Lindsay. That'd be cool. Moving on to next one. I have Revenge of the Island at 5. That is another great and awesome show. They have some cast that I love and my favorites. I love Zoe so much. She's my favorite Revenge of the Island cast member. And the reason she's my favorite was because she's so nice and caring person. She makes great friends and she's awesome. She's cute with flower on her hair and she's pretty too. She's like Bridget and that's awesome. And I love Cameron and Mike. They great too. And Scott and Lightning are great villains. I love how some of original cast members return as small roles in one episode. Like I was so happy when Gwen was in one episode. That's great. And I love Lindsay one too. And Bridget was great in it. And Owen was great. And Duncan was so funny in this one. And I love the Heather one. That one was great. Izzy was funny. And I did enjoy seeing DJ moment. But yeah, they have great moments, especially Zoe and Mike moments. Where Zoe falls in love with Mike and learns about Mike's personality. And I love Cameron dressing up as Iron Man in finale. That's awesome since he's my favorite Marvel superhero. That or Spider-Man. Moving on to next one. I have Action at 4. I love the show better than Revenge of the Island. Because I love original cast members the best. I think this show is very underrated. This should be appreciated more. I love that idea of them being in movie set. That's awesome, and there's many funny moments. Like Bridget and Jeff kept on kissing non-stop and making out. That's so funny. And I love aftermaths. That's great, and I really love aftermaths. Bridget and Jeff are awesome hosts in aftermaths. I really love Duncan and Beth doing Harold's wall shape challenge. Especially that awesome music. That I listen to a lot. Ever since my second time marathon at Greek Easter months ago. I love that music a lot. My favorite action music. I actually didn't mind Gwen and Trent breaking up. Yeah, it is sad, but I don't mind it at all. But yeah, I was so sad when Gwen was eliminated. It made me cry. Oh, my favorite character was eliminated. But it didn't ruin the show for me, since I love the whole show and still awesome show. I know some people think Courtney went downhill ever since this show. Since she became more like villain than caring person. Like she uses to be an island. But I still love Courtney. Let's move on to next one. I have All Stars at 3. I love this show a lot. It's one of my favorites. I don't care about these people who hate All Stars. It's very overhated. I'm sick and tired of people hating on this show. They need to stop ranting the show. I love this show a lot. Gwen was so awesome in this show, just like other 4 shows she's in. I love when she's so nice and caring person. And I really felt bad for Gwen for being on villain's team. And I believe Gwen, since I agree she has done so many good things. And in one episode where she was crying at confessional, I felt really sorry for Gwen, since she only came back to make friends with Courtney again. But now Courtney hates Gwen more than ever. If I was in this, I would hug Gwen and comfort that goth girl. I also love Gwen and Zoe being friends. They are awesome friends, these two. It's my favorite Gwen's friends and my favorite total drama friends ever. I adore Gwen and Zoe's friendship. And I'm glad nothing bad happened between them. Since they are friends. And that's one of the reasons why I love All Stars. And I love how Scott was so dumb and loving Courtney, especially Courtney for some reason loving Scott. And I love the moment where Cameron apologizes to Gwen for being mean to her. Especially he didn't know Mike was Mal the whole time and lying to Cameron about Gwen being villain. And hugging her was very emotional scene. And I love Izzy and Owen having small roles in one episode. They were great. It is sad that Lindsay was only in first episode and got eliminated. Yeah, the other 3 shows she has more episodes. I was super sad when we got eliminated. But in finale I'm so thankful of Zoe popping balloon and saving Gwen. And yay, she's on Zoe's team in finale. And Cameron is on her team too. One of my favorite lines was when Mike said we should do it again sometime, but Gwen and Zoe and Cameron all said to Mike no. I love that line from funniest ending that I have ever seen. I am really sad that this was last show Gwen was in. Not counting Total Dramarama. But as original series with 9 seasons. All Stars was last show Gwen was in. Because the rest of the shows Gwen is not in it anymore. I'm so sad that my favorite character Gwen is not in this show anymore. So that's why I love the first 5 seasons and Total Dramarama better. Because I love Gwen so much. She's my favorite character. Because Gwen is not in other 4 shows. Then it's not as good as the first 5 seasons and Total Dramarama. But still great shows. So yeah, please give All Stars another chance. It's a great show and one of my favorites that I have ever seen. Next one. I have World Tour at 2. The reason is my second favorite total drama show. Was because I love musicals in this show. They have so many great songs, especially first song. Come Fly With Us. I love that song. Stuck to a pole, one of my favorite songs in this show. There's many great moments. Like when Gwen and Courtney and Heather and Sierra and Cody got tied up to tree. That's hilarious. And Cody still having crush on Gwen just like he did in Island. And I love Sarah annoys Cody a lot and flirting with Cody a lot. Was funny. And I love Aftermaths. That's great, it's still here. And I think Duncan's love triangle was very cool storyline. And I loved Gwen and Duncan being couples. I thought it was very cool and not as bad as your animated 18 said. But yeah. I love Heather was the anti-hero in this one. I love how Alejandro has moments with Bridget and Lashana. That was funniest moments I seen. I was so sad when we got eliminated. I'm one of these people who wants Courtney to be eliminated and not Gwen. Yeah, it made me cry to see Gwen eliminated. So yeah. I love this show a lot. But it's not my favorite one. I have Island at 1. That's right, I'm sure everyone would agree. Island is my favorite total drama show. You can't top original show. The one it started all. It's my favorite because I was so happy that my favorite character Gwen is not eliminated. And she's in whole show and made it to finale at final 2. And I love Gwen's ending so much where she wins. While I do love Owen's ending where he wins. That's still great ending. But I love other ending better where Gwen wins. That's why this is my favorite total drama show. Because unlike other 3 shows, I don't had to worry about Gwen getting eliminated. And that's awesome. I love anything about this show. Gwen and Trent's love story was so nice. And I love Cody having crush on Gwen. That's funny. And I love Gwen and Jeff episode. That's great one. One of my favorite challenges was Chef's water gun, where he had to shoot campers and make them wet. I also love first challenge, them jumping off hill to lake. I love it so much. Other characters have great moments. I love the moment where Gwen and Bridget fight over love letter and they were upset at each other. But later they hug together and forgive each other. That's a really emotional scene that I have seen. And I love how Gwen and Lashana was friends with Bridget. That's awesome. And also it has my favorite episode. Horror movie. Escape Psycho Killer with Chainsaw and Hook. It's episode I love watching and I love this episode a lot. In fact, I was dressing up as Killer a few months ago at Halloween and Christmas party at theater school aka TAF. Where I would be 2 characters. One was for Chef dressing up as Killer. And other one for real Killer. It was fun party. Lindsay was so funny in that show. Heather was a great villain in the show. Oh, and Gwen has awesome character development in all shows. That's all I tell you everyone. Thanks for watching.